Voice of Nagaland apnyange sabke saukat kure ase. Viewers kan aji Voice of Nagaland yate naito resort aina ase aro etu to iledo Niti Aayog and Government of Nagaland in collaboration with regional workshop yate ekta chuli ase aro etu public health and wash for Northeast state aro a Nevolution initiative IB edu program laga opore workshop laga opore ami khan sai sabu.
Jacob Zhimomi, Honorable Minister for PHEG and Cooperation. Guest of honor for today's program, Shri Metsubo Jamir, Honorable Minister for Rural Development and SARD. Respected Shri Yugal Joshi, Program Director Niti Aayog, senior officers from Niti Aayog, from various senior officers and participants from the 8 northeastern states. Friends from various partner organizations who are with us today, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, wish you all a very pleasant morning. On behalf of the host state, I'd like to warmly welcome you all to this one-day regional workshop, which is the third in the Nevolution series of the Niti Aayog. It's both an honor and a privilege to address this esteemed gathering at the regional workshop for public health and wash in the northeastern region. The workshop is a timely and crucial initiative bringing together policymakers, community leaders and experts to deliberate on sustainable solutions for water, sanitation and hygiene challenges that impact public health in the region. The northeastern region, with its rich cultural diversity and natural abundance, is home to communities that have thrived for centuries despite geographical and infrastructural challenges. The government has made significant strides under national programs such as the Jal Jeevan Mission and the Swachh Bharat Mission. Yet, several states within the Northeast continue to face substantial challenges, including uneven access to clean drinking water, inadequate waste management infrastructure, and a lag in open defecation-free plus achievements. Public health concerns related to wash continue to persist in the region, exacerbating socio-economic disparities and limiting developmental gains. As we gather here today, we acknowledge that ensuring clean water, proper sanitation and effective waste management is not just a matter of putting in place the necessary infrastructure, but a fundamental prerequisite for human dignity and well-being. Solutions to these challenges must be community-driven, leveraging the rural social capital that's intrinsic to the northeastern region. Approaches must be contextualized and localized, ensuring that they align with the region's socio-economic and geographic realities. Community-led governance models such as Nagaland's Communitization of Public Institutions and Services Act 2002 highlight the power of grassroots leadership in driving sustainable development. This model offers a blueprint that other states in the region can adapt. I'd like to take this opportunity to highlight the key themes of the workshop today. We see wide variations amongst the northeastern states in each of these themes. The first is Swachh Northeast Sanitation and Waste Management. States like Sikkim and Mizoram have made remarkable strides in achieving ODF plus status, but states like Nagaland and Manipur require intensified efforts in fecal sludge and liquid waste management. A lot of work is happening, but there's still some ground to cover for all of us. The Gobardhan initiative, which promotes organic waste to biogas conversion, needs greater adoption in the region. The Swajal Northeast, the second theme, relates to water quality and contamination. States like Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram have ensured 100% tap water coverage, setting an example for other states working towards addressing the coverage gaps. Geogenic contamination such as iron, arsenic and fluoride pose serious health risks, necessitating stronger monitoring and localized water purification technologies. There's the Swasth Northeast, which deals with public health and WASH. Meghalaya's integrated WASH and public health programs, the public health approach has successfully reduced waterborne diseases, demonstrating a model to address hygiene and sanitation issues. Behavioral change campaigns targeting youth and women are crucial in ensuring long-term improvements in hygiene practices. A key aspect of this workshop is an opportunity to learn from one another. Several states have implemented exemplary models that can be adapted across the region. To highlight a few, Sikkim's decentralized waste management system serves as a model for effective liquid and solid waste handling. Mizoram's success in achieving near total rural water coverage highlights the importance of governance and community participation. Meghalaya's integration of WASH and public health programs provides a valuable roadmap to other states to strengthen disease prevention through improved sanitation. By sharing these best practices, we can build a collective knowledge and drive more effective WASH governance in the region. Our call to action today is very clear. Let this workshop be a platform for meaningful dialogue and actionable strategies that will shape the future of WASH and public health in the region. By learning from each other's successes, we can forge a collective path towards a Swachh, Swajal and Swasth Northeast. As I close the speech, I'd like to place on record a gratitude to the entire team from Niti Aayog, Shri Yugal Joshi, Program Director, Shri A. Muralidharan, Deputy Advisor, Shri Anand Shekhar, Senior Consultant, Dr. Priscilla, Shri Saroj Kumar Nayak and Shri Gaurav Mishra. Thank you and God bless us all.
I thank the Niti Aayog for having organized this very important workshop, and I express my deep appreciation to the Niti Aayog for having come this far to hold this regional workshop. Allow me not to dwell in water-related issues in my speech, but however, any recommendation that is taken up today, which is related to my department, I rest assured it will be seriously taken up and pursued as per recommended by this August workshop. Taking advantage of this gathering, I will be highlighting only a few issues that concern the rural areas of Nagaland and Northeast in general. Bottlenecks such as lack of adequate infrastructural facilities, poor resources base, and general lack of technical know-how has handicapped the Northeast region, and in particular my state, in the developmental process, consequently hampering the goal to achieve the desired level of all-round development, especially in the rural areas. These issues have hampered the pace of development, and we today admittedly still lag behind in many areas compared to the more developed and advantageous located states in the country. A case example in the PFMS regime where DBT is now mandatory for payment of wages or subsidy beneficiaries of any CSS programs. However, in Nagaland, 21 out of the 76 blocks still remain unbanked, and few districts are still single-banked districts. Our only aspirational district, Ifri, has only 2 banks, one SBI and one state cooperative bank located in the district headquarters itself. The difficulty in sustaining and maintaining DBT and PFMS regime is very difficult in hilly states where our banking facilities, our resource distribution is very difficult. So I would like that to be taken note of. While we have no illusions of trying to draw direct parallels with other developed states, the only possible area where significant thrust can be made is the development of the rural areas in a way aimed at not only bringing the people at par with the rest of the country, but also for providing meaningful employment to the educated unemployed youths of the region and weaning them away from joining the various insurgency outfits, and at the same time discouraging mass migration from rural to urban areas. In Nagaland, the actual process of decentralization planning was first adopted some 3 decades back by directly involving the traditional institution of the village councils. The planning process and implementation of all development programs at the village level is taken up through the medium of the development agency, probably known as the Village Development Boards. I'm proud to say that the functioning of the VDBs have stood the test of time and have emerged as the hub in which all rural grassroots development activities revolve. The Rural Development Department involved the VDBs, the grassroots level organization of the state for implementation of all rural-based schemes. However, of late, owing to financial constraints faced by the state, the flow of funds for the state matching share have not been irregular but inadequate, which has repeatedly attracted several penalties and deductions from the central allocation. I request that this issue be also discussed at your Niti Aayog organization for exempting resource grant state from this penalty.
This program called the Jal Jeevan Mission was started, as mentioned, by Honorable Prime Minister of India in 2019 at Lal Killa. I was also there. I was also a Vidyayat then also. So, Honorable Prime Minister of India had given a clarion call to all the states. Several Honorable Chief Ministers from the country were present. And we got, every subsequent day we used to get a call from the Ministry of Jal Shakti, regulating our performance day-to-day basis, because this project was on mission mode. We were supposed to complete and certify by the district collectors on the completion of FSTC, which is called the Har Ghar Jal, and submit it to the State Chief Secretary, who is the convener of the JJM in the respective states, and onwards submission to the Government of India. However, many states in the country could not complete the task on time because this was a very ambitious project, but it was very challenging. All of us took this project with good spirit. Honorable Prime Minister of India had motivated all of us, especially the water ministers from the state. I had the privilege to represent our state as a water minister, implementing the Jal Jeevan Mission in the state. So like the rest of the states in the country, Nagaland, along with the northeastern states, had also lagged behind for several challenges that has been addressed by former speakers. Nevertheless, we tried. We are still pursuing it. We are very fortunate that Jal Jeevan Mission has been extended till 2028. This is an extension and not, we were told, not a new scheme for operation and maintenance and so on and so forth. So in Nagaland, very briefly I want to share with all of you, we have 1,548 habitations, villages, with a household of 3,76,000 households. So out of 3,76,000 rural households, we have completed 3,37,000 households. So the remaining 26,000 we target to complete it by this quarter. So this is something I wanted to share with all of you. The Jal Jeevan Mission in the state, we along with RD department, it's also a convergence program with the RD department as per the guidelines of the Government of India, Ministry of Jal Shakti. So under the 15th Finance Commission type grant award, they had participated in this prestigious project of the Honorable Prime Minister of India. They have also done well. We are yet to have certified villages from the respective districts. Very soon we are expecting that villages will be certified block-wise, subdivision-wise and district-wise. So we are heading in the right direction. However, there is a challenge before us. And this would be a sort of a recommendation from the state government. So in your technical session, department chief engineers and principal secretaries will elaborate. But we have laid the infrastructure as far as tap connections are concerned. We have laid the pipe infrastructure, but being a hilly state and habitations mostly on the hill area, except the Dimapur region, which is the only commercial city in the state. Because of the elevation, the volume may be low, but table has receded. And the only source in Nagaland is our rivers. And our rivers are primarily rain-fed, not glacier-fed like Arunachal Pradesh, who are really doing well. Both rainfall plus glacier-fed. So that also is very seasonal. We have 5 months of rainfall and the remaining is dry. So these are the challenges. We have laid the infrastructure. I have said this to the Honorable Union Minister, Shri Gajendra, in the last tenure, and also to Shri C.R. Patel ji also. So these are the very important, crucial issues which needs to be resolved. We have the infrastructure in place, and we have water-stressed districts, especially districts which are on the hilltops. Either there is very less water or there is no water. So how to resolve this issue? This we need to discuss. I am not a technical person, so I have zero idea about it. If you ask me during monsoon, I can give you a reply. But during dry season, it's very difficult. Kohima, the capital city of Nagaland, which has been declared as a smart city of being the capital. We have water challenges. The altitude is high. We have discussed this with the Ministry of Economic Affairs, who are helping us with external aided program. So we are hopeful we'll be able to cater to the needs of the Kohima town municipal dwellers. But like that. But the source is going to be rural. There is no water in the municipal area. So we are getting the source from the rural. It's a standalone project. So the assistance may not be very large, but likewise in the districts, we have 17 districts in the state now. Each district we have town and municipal areas. So those town dwellers are running short of water. Though we are not, PHE is not authorized to cater to the town and municipal areas, but the source is rural, so we get involved in the augmentation of water supply in the town areas also. So now let me get back to rural. This is the most important challenges that we are facing now. Access to bulk water source. We have the facility now. Now we need water, bulk water to the villages, or we can make cluster programs, and from there we can do augmentation. Because having individual source to each village will be a very expensive affair. And financially all of us are not comfortable, including the Ministry of Jal Shakti. They have sent it to the Finance Ministry for financial assistance to the states. It's not been cleared. And this is the dry season. We have next 1.5 months to work on ground for all civil works. Since we have not completed the civil works as far as Jal Jeevan Mission is concerned. So that is the recommendation we are going to put forward to Niti Aayog. I said, sir, sometime between September 25th and 30th, I got an appointment. So few of us. So I got the opportunity to interact with him. I said, sir, we are going to declare ODF rural Nagaland on October 2nd. And this is going to be a gift for you. He was very happy. Are wah? This was his exact language. with a smiling face. So we were happy. We declared in 2018, 2nd October, much before national timeline of 2019 October 2nd. So that part we could do as far as construction of IHHL and sanitation infrastructures are concerned. So we did well. So that is one part. Now came the SBM2. It was a huge challenge for us because we had to adhere to sanitation parameters. It's not easy. Creating infrastructure is all right. But now, the old habits, it dies hard. You're not used to, my state is, by average is good. But you're not used to using the facility, it becomes a problem. We did not face such kind of problem, but behavioral change needed to be developed. And that part, because cleanliness, hygiene was the most important aspect after creating the infrastructure. So that was a challenge for the state government. All deputy commissioners, all district administrative officers had to be roped in, communitization programs were done. And now the challenge to get the certificate of ODF plus lies before the state government. So with the help of the 15th Finance Commission grant implemented by the RD department, it's a joint effort. We are able to finish at least 68% of the villages in Nagaland. And the remaining almost 40% needs to be completed to get the certification of ODF plus. So we have declared several hundred villages in Nagaland out of the 1,548 villages as Sujal Gaon. It's been applauded in the central ministry. However, you all are aware that state of Nagaland has no resources on its own. Our state treasury is empty, granary is empty. Our people are exempted from income tax, the section 10D of income tax laws. So government has no money. It's survived by the grant and aid given by the government of India. However, there is a political issue behind it. I would not like to dwell into the history of how state was created, but it was agreed upon for development, administrative expenditures, and so on and so forth. Government of India will bond all the expenditures. So that grant and aid over the last 60 years have been coming to the aid of the state. We have natural resources, but we have not exploited, including cobalt, mineral, lime, petroleum, oil. We can sponsor the European Union for the next 50 years. That is the strategic location of Nagaland. But we have not exploited pending the Indo-Naga political issue. But that's a separate chapter, but why I am saying this is because you must know these subjects. Even within the Northeast, Nagaland is a separate chapter. Yes, we have agreed to be under Indian Union. I'm talking about 1960s language. We have agreed statehood, 1963, and we have celebrated the Diamond Jubilee of our statehood last year. We are happy, our people are happy, don't worry. But our grievances, our challenges are unique, and there is an agreed agreement in the past. That is why I needed to tell you all these things. From Swachh Bharat, I've diverted to a long journey, but I want to come back. Now, this had a Swachh Bharat mission program and had a huge impact on the lives of our people, even in the state of Nagaland. I have to share with you this, because it's very important. The dignity of our women and children has been enhanced. Though Naga people don't defecate outside, but in interior rural areas, there were issues. So this has been resolved. Infrastructures has been created, facilities has been provided at the doorstep. Now our women and children are living a dignified life, even in the state of Nagaland. So this program called the Swachh Bharat Mission of the Honorable Prime Minister of India had a positive impact in the state of Nagaland, which is the furthermost part of the country. As Honorable Prime Minister had said, to the last man standing in the last village, everybody has got the benefit as far as the rural programs are concerned, which includes Jal Jeevan Mission and Swachh Bharat Mission. So, in our central government vision, led by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, to make India Viksit Bharat by 2047. Please don't leave Nagaland behind. If you don't give us extra push, we'll be left behind. Adequate recommendation based on ground report has to be given by Niti Aayog. We have met the officials from the 15th Finance Commission. Honorable Minister, my colleague, was also there at Kohima. We have given our recommendations, but the workshop in nature like this is very important, because you have called from each districts who are involved in these programs, not only JJM and SBM, but other programs of the Government of India. So this is the kind of interaction we require. In fact, we required this for a very long period of time. It's like from a phone call, you're asking a doctor for your ailment. He will tell you according to what you have spoken, but physical presence is very important. We need physical touch of all of you. This is our prayer, and I'm sure departments concerned, the line department, will give you the exact scenario of our difficulties and progress, and the recommendations that are required to be sounded to the ministries at the Government of India.